This is the Fair Weather Fan podcast or YouTube channel, how you want to call it. But I'm your boy EC22, man. Thank you guys for tuning in with me today. Check it out, man. We had a very, very, very fun weekend. I'm just going to dive right into it. As you can already see, I am repping the Dodgers today. Man, listen, let's go Dodgers, okay? They're the team I'm picking to at least get to the finals, hopefully against Tampa Bay to see a rematch. But the way it's been looking right now, you got the Milwaukee Brewers going against Atlanta Braves. That series tied. You got the Houston Astros going against the Chicago White Sox. Houston is up 2-0 in that series. They play tonight. So this could be a bye-bye for the Chicago White Sox. And you got the Boston Red Sox going against the Tampa Bay Rays. Man, listen. That series, that game 2 was crazy. I mean, Boston, whipped that tail. If you watch the game, you know what I'm talking about. You know, when it comes down to Major League Baseball, it's all about the pitching. And those group of guys that Tampa Bay had in the other day, they got their tails handed to them. I'm just telling you right now. I still think and I still believe that Tampa Bay will bounce back and they would, end up winning that series, but they're going to have to put up some points. They're going to have to be very, very smart on their lineups, and so that's crazy. Going on to the LA Dodgers against the San Francisco Giants, man, listen, Dodgers look, that was the LA Dodgers versus San Francisco Giants. Yeah, the Dodgers looked good last night. They did look good. They looked like the Dodgers that I'm used to watching, but this is a rivalry. This is division, and they're just playing the first round of the playoffs. Most people predict that whoever wins this series is going to win it all. This is where the fun happens when it comes down to Major League Baseball. Let's move on to the WNBA. Listen, the finals of the WNBA kicks off today at 2 o'clock. We got Chicago Sky going against the Phoenix Mercury. You got Candace Ace Parker going against Diana Taurasi. Two phenomenal female basketball players, man. It's about to go down. I hate to see it. When it comes down to Chicago, they got some guard action. They got at least Alice Quigley. How you say that? Oh, Allie Quigley. That's her name. Yeah, I always say Alice Quigley. I don't know why, but her name is Allie Quigley. If you know who she is, she's a phenomenal basketball player. Not only got Alice Quigley, but they got my girl, Cardi Vandersloot. If you watch WNBA, you know those some two good point guards, great point guards, man. Along with Candace Parker, man, they're going to give the Phoenix a run for the money. But along with Phoenix, do you not have Diana Taurasi? You all know they also got my girl, Brittany Griner. That team is just going to be hard to beat. And they also got Skylar Diggins-Smith. Skylar is a ball of a point guard. So we're gonna see exactly how these two teams going to fare out with each other, man. But, let's move on to the next thing. I'm at work, y'all, yesterday, working hard. Checking on the scores of the game of Texas and OU. And I'm like, wow, Texas is whipping that tail. Let me just go ahead and enjoy the day. Relax, knowing that we got this win, we got this W, man, because you already know, man, the Red River rivalry is one of the best rivalries in all of NCAA football sports. And I'm just at work like chilling, like, man, Texas got it. I don't even to worry about it because they got a big lead. They're going to win this thing. Game over. All of a sudden, the reports started coming in that these son of a guns done gave up this big old lead. How? Texas, how? You know what? I'm done. I'm done with this. I can't take this no more, Texas. You keep doing this to me. That's it. I'm switching sides. I am officially switching sides. Boomer Sooners. I'm switching sides. You know what? It is what it is. I can't help it, man. They came out. They took that beating down. They took the beat down early, and then they just dug deep, and they came back and won the game. that's just what Oklahoma do. You know what I'm saying? They haven't been, to me, looking well for the whole season so far, but they came through when it mattered most against Texas after being down by a whole bunch of points. I think 21 points. But, that's what that is, man. Let's move on to something else, man. I just want to say that good job to my boy Tyson Fury yesterday. He did his thing. I like Tyson. I think he's a true champion. He's a good guy. He's very religious. And he just seemed like he's just the world. He's easy and lovable guy. But congratulations, Tyson Fury. But Deontay Wilder. You had your run, bro. You had your run. But you can only survive in the sport of boxing so long without actually knowing how to box. Everybody knows that the heavyweight division over the last several years has been kind of shady a little bit, or shaky when it comes down to talent. Deontay has been held in his own. He's been doing his thing at the heavyweight championship spot for so long, but just with sheer brute power. And I'm not making fun of Deontay for not having a true boxing skill, because you got to stick with what works, right? If you just got knockout power, you got knockout power, and that's just been his claim to fame for all these years. But these last 3 matches with Tyson Fury has showed that Deontay, you got to know how to box. But crazy, the first fight they had, he dropped him, because all it takes is one punch from Deontay. The second match, obviously, we seen that he got beat down. This match, he dropped him twice. It stunned him a couple of times. But in the 11th round, Tyson handled his business and put Deontay on the mat for good. And Deontay seemed a little defeated, and he should feel a little defeated, not for the fact that, this is the end of Deontay. But, this has been a trash talking. This has been bad blood between these two for so long, and then he lost. Tyson made a comment at the end of the match saying that he went to go try to pay respect to Deontay. Deontay wasn't having it. It was kind of early. It's kind of too soon, Tyson. You have been saying a lot of crazy stuff throughout this whole build up to the fight. And, you said a lot of stuff to Deontay. And now that you won, it's not the time to come up and like, oh, bro, we good. It's like, Deontay is not one of those guys. He's never been one of those guys to sit back and just be like, oh, you can just say whatever you want, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's all good. Deontay, I like Deontay. And like I said last night, Tyson is a true champion. He's a class act champion. But Deontay is still my guy. I'm still rocking with Deontay, win, lose, or whatever. He's still my guy. I just think you got to have more, skill set than that, Deontay. But other than that, man, Deontay, I think it's time for you to maybe put it up. And here's my opinion, y'all. This is my opinion about Deontay. Let me take these gloves off, man. Trippy. I ain't no fighter, y'all, but I do train in boxing. But seriously, though, real talk. This is my opinion. We seen something that we haven't seen in a long, long time. The whole fight card was heavyweights. So it means there is some competition. Now, a lot of guys we saw are not even on Tyson Fury and Deontay's level yet, but they're up and coming. Tyson and Deontay, they're in their mid-30s, mid to late 30s. So, and they got a lot of younger guys come out of there. But, really, none of the people we saw in the heavyweight card yesterday look like they're ready to fight. Maybe the Cuban guy look okay, but not right now to fight Tyson Fury. So I don't know who's next on the line. They got a couple of guys out there. The guy that beat Anthony Joshua, I forget his name. That's the fight they're going to probably try to set up next for Tyson to fight. And so if those two fight, it only makes sense for Dante and Anthony Joshua to fight. That's my opinion. I think Dante, Anthony Joshua fight just for the fun of it. Obviously, there's no belt involved in this situation, but just fight. Hopefully, you can get a good promotion team to promote this fight to where you can make some money on pay-per-view or whatever to make it be a good payday for both fighters. And then at this point, Dante just ride away. Just say, I'm done with the sport. I have fun. And go do something else in sports. Go be a boxing analyst. Try to get some investment going on, endorsement deals. Maybe open up a gym. Something, I don't want this to be the last time I see Deontay Wilder behind the screen. But in the ring, one more fight, hopefully with Anthony Joshua, and then just call it quits. That's my opinion. I'm pretty sure Deontay team is probably beg to differ. But him fighting Tyson Fury again is over with. We don't need to see that no more. That is over with. I know the analyst last night was poking fun of that thing. It's over with. This whole rivalry is done. So we can just move on from that. But y'all, it's been fun. That's all I have to say about it. This has been the podcast. Y'all, peace out. Yo, this your boy EC22, and thank you for tuning into the Fairweather Fan Podcast. Listen, if you like the content, please hit the like and subscribe button, man. Tell us how you're doing. Leave comments. But if you want to be a guest on this podcast, please DM me your information. We'll link up, and then we'll go from there. It's your boy EC22, signing off. Peace out.